Okay, so apparently Miss Dottie Morgan decided to change the name of her channel and her first video back after being called out and exposed by her favorite guy, or was her favorite guy, Mr. Roadhog. He exposed all the DMs that they had between each other. Part of those DMs was her handing off information to someone who was, I guess, an old friend of hers. She said she had a falling out with. And she decided to share her personal Instagram with her full name, including posting pictures without even trying to crop out the kid, this person's child. So then when Roadhog decided to expose her, his stupid ass, instead of taking those pictures and trying to figure out a way to blur the kid or at least cut out that part, he just put up a video with some clown music in the back, and I believe that was the music. But anyway, no, I'm sorry, he did this on a live. He puts up all the DMs, which also showed her helping him kind of give a little bit of information on another person that she was supposed to be friends with. Didn't help dox the picture or dox the person, but she was giving out little hints of like who this person, like what was her ethnic background, her race, just what she possibly looked like. That was one thing she did. But the thing with the kid, like that man still has that shit up as of now. The person's tried to report it to get taken down due to privacy, and it hasn't been taken down yet. He hasn't taken it down. His wife don't ask him to take it down. They care about kids so much though, right? But either way, yeah, so I guess Mrs. Morgan decided to come back and just show her racist ass again, because this is the clip that I use and what I was talking about with, and this is only one of the things. I just kind of mentioned this because I have the video recording saved. But this is on Miss Dottie Morgan's panel where she had Roadhog up here, and they're talking about Real, the man that she decided to come back and paint as a devil, evil man today. Who also, that clip she was showing was from weeks ago. She's making it seem like if this is an active Instagram lives, which is also a lie. But again, you know, she is getting help from Miss Jackie because she credits her. So we know that they like to twist shit and make it seem like this is actively going on. But all they're trying to do is to prevent this black man from having any type of platform and making sure that people remember what he did and what he said. But they also forget to leave out the big part of everything they did prior to this clip that they put up on this video today. But here's her cackling away at Mr. Roadhog, talking about how he would just love to fight, you know, Real Entertainment News, and then mentions that he would use chicken, that he should just use chicken to bait him.
I'll just get some chicken. He'll come after me real quick.
Hey, Drew, would you like to bang Jackie? Is not one of her good friends. I'm like, just Dom, bring the smoke. Like no one will respond.
I'll just get some chicken. He'll.
Okay, so that was the clip with Ms. Dottie Morgan on her panel. And this is a video that she uploaded today. When you put in her channel name that was under Dottie Morgan, it does bring up this. So it's her, and then she has her donation stuff in the description. So I don't know why she only has 5 subs now, but either way, I'm going to play it real quick. And just trigger warning, there is a lot of explicit language, just like Mr. Roadhog's. I put that in the description yesterday of his. But just keep in mind, in the very beginning of this, you'll see at the top where it says, this is from a Kareem Williams live from yesterday on Instagram. I'm going to put some screenshots, or try to, right here. But this is not true. I can't remember the exact date of this live, but this was actually weeks ago. So once again, there's just some manipulation going on, lies. I don't know what the desperation is right now. I did watch this man's Facebook live. He's only, I don't think he's gone live unless he did today. But the last time I checked, which was I think yesterday, the whole live, he's talking about like Kanye West, like just kind of like celebrity news. So far, I haven't seen him on a live mention any of them recently. So they're just trying to keep reminding people over and over about this particular Instagram rant. Now, mind you, this was after all the racist bullshit that I told y'all about in that other video that was going on in this community and amongst a group of certain white people and being led by this racist man, Roadhog. They also contacted Roadhog admitted. Now he tries to retract that, but there's clips of him kind of bragging about how he was calling apartments in the area when he got evicted for having too many cats, and they had taken a bunch of his cats away, which they keep trying to call him an animal abuser for that, which I do know, yes, it's against the law to have that many cats, but from what I remember seeing and what a lot of people have said, his cats were not being physically abused. They were not being starved or anything like that. He actually seemed to be very attached to his cats, and I think they just kept poking on that purposely, just like they do with other stuff with other people. Just like today, Mr. Roadhog was live. You know, it's one thing to talk shit about people, but it's another thing when you have to poke at their disabilities, and that's what this man does. Like, he's either going to come at you in a racist way if you're a person of color. He's going to come at you in a ableist way if you're disabled. You know, he'll start poking. Like, there's other shit, like, when, you know, for me, I always feel like look stuff, it's very petty, but he always has to go there to, like, oh, if he knows about your disability, he's gonna make fun of you for being in a wheelchair. He's telling this one lady that she needs to stand up and walk, that she doesn't need the wheelchair. Just, that's one example. With this man, you know, he did call him the N-word. He tried to, you know, apologize, and it was a whole community of mainly white people that felt that he should be forgiven. He was admitting on one of the lives, when I first watched a whole live, because I could barely stand listening to this man, that before I was mainly just listening to clips, but he admitted that he was looking into all this man finances, Real Entertainment, to see about how much he was making each month, and he figured that he was making this much, and based off of that, and, you know, the apartments according to where he lived, he should have been able to afford the apartment, and that he admitted to, like, sitting there and calculating all this, like, just stalking the shit out of this black man. He admitted to having pictures of the inside of his apartment. He never publicly showed them, but he actually pats himself on the back for that, thinking like, oh, I didn't even show the pictures. I could have. You know, that's a accomplishment of his that he loves to brag about. I do believe that they were behind a lot of the shit. You know, they wound up holding some kind of, like, fundraiser, which later on it was to the shelter that took his cats. But that's why I mentioned on the other live, like, just poking in someone's real life like that, just because they knew that situation happened, they would actually go and contact people in his real life to, like, fuck with him even more. And he knew all this was being done by this group of people. And once again, in my gut and allegedly, I do feel that people that he was coming for and dragging the fuck out of was, you know, Roadhog, his wife, people like Miss Sunshine, Jackie, at the time, you know, and that's another video I was going to react to, but I accidentally deleted it. But Siwa Moon did recently pull her support away from Roadhog, because I think she was shown some clips of the things he was saying in regards to DV. But either way, I mean, this man's life was destroyed because of an internet beef. And when he mentions in this clip where he's going off on them, he does feel that they were, and Roadhog made a tweet saying that he was going to make sure that he was lose that new home that he had. Once he got into a new place, this white racist man was then on Twitter saying that he was going to make sure that he also they wanted to make him homeless. They kept poking at him about that. So my whole thing with this man, I do not condone any of these words that he said, because I've been pretty angry, and I just won't say stuff like that. That's my own personal belief, because I always feel like things will come back to you even when you're really, really angry. But I'm pretty sure when we have been pushed beyond with anger and mistreatment, and especially if it has an underlying issue with racism, and I'm sure do think that, yes, sometimes Real would troll him with some of that shit. To me, it's kind of like the way, oh my God, when people are fucking with you that much and you try to make more light of it, like, you kind of troll them about it. Like, when he would say the stuff like, would a black man lie to you? Da da da. Like, these white people just couldn't understand that he was trolling the fuck out of them, because he knew a lot of them were Karens. He knew a lot of them were racist, and they just couldn't handle the kind of jokes that he would throw at them, the roasting that he would throw at them. Now, I don't agree with all of it. I do think he went way too far with most of it, but a lot of it also had to do with, like, not liking him because he was defending a certain person at the time when he first came in the community. Like, all that stuff matters. And do I think, like, the stuff he would say about, like, SA and stuff was wrong? Yes, I do believe that, but that doesn't condone any of these white people to be racist towards him. And at that point, once you do that shit, everything else you say is in void. Ms. Dottie, you sat up there and you laughed at the fucking chicken joke because you are racist. You backed up a racist man. That's racist bullshit. And guess what? Everything you say, including in this fucking video, doesn't really matter because it's a racist calling out a black man. And just in the very beginning of this video, all the stuff, you should look that up. That's a typical Karen move towards a black person and filled with microaggressions, which is stereotyping him as a fucking devil. He's the evil man. He's the bad one. Make a video like this about Roadhog, man. Even after he exposed your ass, you talked about him, but why don't you make one like this and put all the clips together of the disgusting shit he said just last night? Last night he was mentioning stuff about SA, about a father doing that to a child. But you're still harping on this shit for months ago. And if it is Miss Jackie that has you riled up about this again, that girl's racist too. Okay. I couldn't hear. Let me just gonna skim through this because another thing that's so funny is that the people that are mentioned in this rant that Real went on that live from weeks ago, they have said that this was traumatizing and triggering to them. And oh my God, it's just such a traumatic experience from this horrible man. But they're okay handing off this clip so that it could all be posted again. And there's the person that's mentioned like towards the end of it because, I'm not going to speak on that person because I haven't even heard her say anything since that Siwa Moon live. But like, if you're friends with that person, why would you hand this off to this person to put it up again? Credit for audio. Pause right there. Sunshinery on Twitter, which is, yes, Miss Jackie. Lie right there. I'm going to put, I mentioned this a while ago, but I'm going to put from what his last live was on Instagram and his last post, because I actually think he was um, in trouble, or I don't think he's suspended, but he was in some kind of trouble where he couldn't even post, only stories. I haven't seen any kind of stories in the past few days. I'm sure they're very actively reporting him still and stuff, trying to get him taken down still. Although this is so funny. Disturbing content, but she proceeds to use a bunch of stupid gifs.
It's the first time I'm actually going live on here on Instagram. Check this out. What's up, Slot? What's going on? Got some things I want to get off my chest. Hey, Kim. We talking about Roadhog tonight. This is a cock-sucking racist that is going around talking a lot of shit. He's now running around saying that I'm plotting to murder him now. This is what he's telling lies about now. And he's actually got people that used to work with me.
Still no proof on any of that. They, we're just supposed to take their word. And what I had mentioned one time in a chat where Jackie got me blocked was in 2022. I'm sorry, but we live in a world, especially in the United States, where people are going to question and want to see proof if a black man is being accused of an unaliving plot and unalive for hire, because they mentioned that, from a group of white people.
Now working with him. You know? We're going to call some of these people out too. Fucking snakes.
Oh my gosh, the language. The Karens are Karening. Oh god, this just gets on my nerves so bad.
Just want to talk about this dude, Roadhog, for a minute.
But where's the video about that white racist man, girl? The one that exposed you. Where's your revenge? I think you're scared because you don't want to get exposed anymore, huh?
You fat motherfucker.
Big fat slob. Wow, these people are so scared of him, right? They're so triggered by him and so scared of him. Let's poke at him more so he could come back and then we could all play victim again once he goes off on us again. Mind you, this lady is not a feather either. She's been on live. I saw a few of them where she's, in freaking cantinas, bars, playing darts or whatever. I mean, I'm not a skinny girl. I wouldn't be sitting there just going on and on and on making fat jokes every day.
Roadhog, fuck your mother and your wife. I hope your fucking wife die having your fucking baby, pussy. Fuck you. Fuck you, Roadhog. I don't give a fuck. I can say whatever I want to say on my Instagram because it's not connected to YouTube. That's the beautiful thing. I can say whatever I want to say, Roadhog.
I just don't like the whole vibe of like making this
Fuck your
comedy
wife.
because it is very disturbing what he's saying. But this is also seeing a person go off to in a rage after they've been poked by these group of white people for I saw it for weeks. I think it had been going on for months. And then they snap and ooh, let's get him. Now look at him. He's the bad guy, not us. Isn't that what we see all the time? Even on the news where these, Karens, they call in and they're like, oh my God, da, da, da. And then we see the real footage that they started the shit.
I hope she dies having your baby, Roadhog. I swear I hope she dies having your fucking baby, Roadhog. And then I want to come piss on her fucking grave. I don't give a fuck.
And I'll never agree with that because again, the parents, they've, especially that man, he's done the same thing. He's been wishing left and right for people to be unalived. He did it to this man. The wife, I don't feel bad for her either. I don't think that an innocent person that's not involved in it, it's not their fault. It's not the innocent child's fault of who their parents are. But context does matter. And if there was a timeline of everything that happened, and I wish I had the patience to do that, there would be a little bit more, not an excuse, but understanding of why this man is now going off like this. And this, again, this was weeks ago, not yesterday. What is this? Like, it's just so cringy.
I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck.
Like, why are you turning this into comedy? It's stupid. This is the stupidest video I cannot believe.
Fuck that nigga. He's a racist piece of shit. I hope his wife die having his fucking baby. Fuck that nigga.
Don't agree with
I don't
that.
give a fuck. Let's go. We can say we want to say on Instagram. This Instagram ain't YouTube. Instagram ain't YouTube.
They're trying to
Come
get him
and
off
get
of
me,
Instagram.
motherfucker. Come and get me. What's going on?
I know that because I heard them say that their next thing was to try to get him off Instagram.
House. To do. But now you're afraid of little old me. I'm going to quote unquote get somebody to do something to you. Fuck you and fuck Night Runner too. That lying bitch. Fuck Night Runner.
And I don't know his deal with her. As far as I kind of know is that they used to be okay with each other. I don't know. This is another thing. I do think he's immature. He can't be thinking these internet people are like his close friends, and I think he did think that like from some of these people. And then another thing that I've seen, like even with the whole with Jackie and that group of girls, it looked like they were purposely trying to befriend people and persuade them that were friendly with him. And I think they've been doing that for a long time. I've seen that happen in other communities. As soon as someone they don't like friend, they think that they're a little mad at them or something. They start, oh, come over here, and it's just like in the high school games, like, oh, got your friend over here now, like, and then they know that that kind of shit sets them off. I've seen that happen.
Fuck Jim Jules too. Cause she over there with him too. That sorry piece of fucking shit.
That was another
Fuck Jim
supporter of
Jules.
him that
Rose Law.
kind of
Is it a
with
crime
those
for
people
me
now. I guess it was pissing
to
him
wish?
off.
Is it a crime
No excuse, immature. He shouldn't be even carrying, like, it is what it is.
for me to say I hope you crash into a gas station and blow the fuck up? Is that a crime? Is it a crime for me to wish upon Roadhog to crash into a gas station and blow the fuck up? Is that a crime?
And this is before they started to double down on the whole thing of all this did happen. Yes, there was going to be an investigation. The FBI was involved. 3 states were involved to probably tap his phones. As of right now, the man's still walking out and about. So don't know about any of that.
Is it a crime? His wife fall down the fucking steps today and tomorrow while she's pregnant. Is that a crime? This is how much I hate these motherfuckers.
Wrong to say, but I understand his hate towards them. They've been racist towards him, and it's been overlooked by many because in this community, it seemed like everything else was very bad, including calling them crackers, but not the N word, not all the stuff that adds up, trying to make a black man lose his home, participating in that, helping to find information about his real life, harassing him, calling him the devil, calling him, demonizing him in every way you can. All of that build up together is extreme racism just because you don't like somebody. It's wrong, whatever race you are. But just to see this being done to a black man, and like I mentioned to in my other video, it's not so much that he's just black, but in this community, there's a white man that's racist and doing the same type of shit these people cried about and were upset about. And for some reason, from him, it's okay. It's been very like sugar coated by many of these people.
I don't give a fuck, Julie. I'm wishing bad on every motherfucking body.
I would be enraged if I heard like this lady on the panel with Roadhog and they're fighting with me and they were to say, "Oh yeah, let me get a taco to bait her ass," or calling me the B word and just all sorts of microaggressions towards me just because I'm a Latina. I would be fucking pissed.
That I don't give a fuck no more. I'm tired of being a fucking nice guy, and I will not.
If you can't fight with me without doing all that shit, then you're just a racist. You know what I mean? If you can't fight with me and just come at me for like valid reasons, but you have to throw in all that extra shit, then that's your racism jumping out.
Shut the fuck up. I will not shut the fuck up. I will talk. I will talk. I will fucking talk. I will say what the fuck I want to say. I like this Instagram thing because you can kind of say whatever you want to say. You can say whatever you want to say on here. Roll hog, fuck your mother. That dirty bitch should have fucking died having you. She did the world a fucking service.
And they're just putting this up because they want to keep like bringing up this look. Look what he did. Look what he did. Look what he did. Look, and they're just like, oh my God, like show everything else, but they won't.
I don't give a fuck if they play the victim. Because I'm going to play victim too. I'm in fear of my life. They're working with Jim Jules and they're working trying to find out where I live so they can come do body harm to me.
And I believe that. I'm not sure about the bodily harm, but I do think they were not that girl. I don't know her. I'm talking about Roadhog and all the ones that were helping him, handing him off information and stuff. I think they were actively trying to affect him in his new place because when he came back and I saw that live where he was in his little Airbnb and he was just eating and stuff. Oh my God, they were just like, oh, look at him and he's back to his old games and blah, blah, blah. Like just so pissed off that he was on that other channel again collecting super chats. They would call out anyone who gave him a super chat. Like it was just, I mean, like I said, pitchforks. But now they don't like it being done to the white man. Like, oh my God, just don't watch him. Oh my God, just leave him alone. Like, no, if this man has to be gone, so does he, right?
I am no longer going to sit back and let people say what they want to say about me and not see nothing.
And he had every right to like talk like smack. Like, who cares? There's a lot of channels like that that pop off about people they don't care for. But for some reason, like he can't even mention people's names. He can't even say anything. Like one time he was talking about Dottie and I watched that whole live and he was roasting her ass, calling her snotty Morgan, saying she was 6 foot for nothing, like just going off on her. She said that he wished her to be on the live as well, but like I mentioned earlier, Roadhog's been doing that same kind of shit, and these were friends of Roadhog, so go lecture his ass too. I mean, like again, always clutching those pearls when it comes to the black man, but from him, it's like, oh, that's just how he is. That's just how real was too, but y'all just couldn't stand it. I wonder why.
Roadhog, let's talk about how your mother used to go to the swingers clubs. Roadhog, do you really know who your father is? Roadhog?
Oh, big deal. I don't know if she's friends with him again or she's just back to like try to suck ass because she don't want him to come for her. I don't know. To me, this video is just out of left field.
Do you really know who your father is? Roadhog?
Like this shit. It's like petty shit. The man's doing the same shit. Like I mentioned last night, he just told somebody that their father used to essay them. Like gross shit too. So for her, I don't know. It's just funny to me. Like, where's, make a video on him too, girl. The weight thing, like Teddy. Like, why are you making this such a serious issue? But look at the dumb shit you're putting in here.
Jim Jules. All I did was try to help your dirty ass, Jim Jules. I gave you a platform. Tell your stupid ass trivia night. Nobody give a fuck about that trivia night.
Oh no, you didn't. He's talking shit. I don't agree with him. I don't know that person, so I can't say what happened between those two. But I've seen so many lies and shit of people saying such. I mean, in all communities, there's beef and people talk shit to each other. Like that's not even nothing to be appalled with. But of course, right? Y'all love drama too.
With
Like
friends like
I
Jim
hate people
Jules.
like that. I hate people like, oh, these people just love the drama. You're here too, bitch. Like you're here too. Look what you're doing right now.
Who fucking needs enemies?
Why would you name
With
this
people
channel Loftastic and then you come back? This is your first video up. This isn't funny.
like fucking Night Runner. That sorry piece of fucking shit. Who needs enemies? Night Runner, shut the fuck up. Go jump the fuck off a bridge some fucking way, please.
In that part, like I don't know her specifically, but she doesn't seem like she probably would want to be hearing this over and over. So why put this up again?
You wanna
And I'm reacting to their video, putting it up again. But what I'm saying, I'm not friends with her. I don't even know her.
go back and stir the pot, Night Runner? Pick another motherfucker to do that. Because I'm bringing you the fucking heat now, you $5 bitch. I'm ready for war. Fuck Rohall. I hope he drives off a fucking bridge. I hope his wife falls down the fucking steps while she's fucking pregnant. I don't give a fuck. You ought to push me to the fucking edge.
And that's it. But anyways, Mrs. Dottie Morgan, you lose all credibility of calling out and demonizing this black man over and over again. We're in the year 2022. We don't listen to racists, especially when it's to turn a blind eye to another racist white man. Sorry about it, but that's all I have to say. I'm trying not to make these videos as long, but thank you again for watching. Bye.
You are a piece of shit. Time. Look like they were whooping your ass out in Philly. You got dents and dings all over your head, motherfucker. Please stop this bullying harassment. My channels are gone. What more do they want? As far as we're concerned, dude, you could fall off the face of the fucking earth and life would be good. You are a piece of shit.